I asked you, what questions do you have for me? What would you like me to create some videos on? And a lot of you have asked me, what's it like to be a holistic life therapist? What's it like for you on a day-to-day basis? How can you become a holistic life therapist? What's my story? What's my journey? So I thought I'd share this with you. And before I do, if you're new to this channel and you would like to get all of the alerts for my videos, then do subscribe and turn on your notifications, because I'm adding new videos every single week on lots of different exciting, interesting topics. So how did I become a holistic life therapist? Well, really, I believe my journey started in my childhood. It was quite tumultuous. There was stress, fear of not having enough money. I'm one of 5, so at home it was very hectic. My mother didn't have as much time for us as she would have liked. And there was lots of tension in the home between my parents, which then fed down to us children. So during my teenage years, I struggled. I struggled with being unhappy with my body. I didn't feel I was good enough. I put a lot of pressure on myself. And at 14 and at 17 and even at 20, during those times in my life, I just felt like I didn't want to be me. I was fed up. I didn't see any positivity about the future, and I was overwhelmed with stress, which I took out on my body by either starving, stuffing myself, or being sick. And this was really horrible. And so when I managed on those 3 times to get myself out of it, to coach myself, to shift my mindset, to get into some emotional and body work practices, even as a teenager and young adult, I felt so relieved that I was able to do that and then wanted to help others. I've always had deep empathy for people that go through difficult times because I'd experienced that, and I'd also seen my mum go through lots of difficult times as a child. So when I finished uni, which I did sociology in the University of Bath, I wanted to help people. So I had a job in recruitment, and then I worked as a volunteer on an emotional distress line for 3 years. And this is where people will call when they're feeling suicidal or feeling really low and just wanted to just offload and to talk to somebody. And I found it so rewarding. And then I decided that I wanted to change my life, and I moved to Dubai. I'd just come out of a breakup, and at the beginning of my move to Dubai, everything was amazing. It was a great life, shiny, new, exciting. But after a few months, again, I started to feel a bit low. I felt lonely. I felt fear that I wouldn't have enough money, fear that I would lose my job, and fear that people didn't really like me. I didn't quite settle. And so again, the negative thoughts would start. I started feeling low. I started using alcohol to numb the pain, and I got into this vicious cycle. And then I started thinking those toxic thoughts, what's wrong with me? What's happening to me? And I soon sunk even further. And again, I was like, come on, Nicola, you got to get yourself out of this. And that's when I decided to do lots of certification courses and learn all about the mind, the body, our emotional well-being, the spiritual realm, and by that I mean higher self, energy, spirit. And so I started a journey of doing lots of certification courses. And after doing maybe 5 or 6, I decided, you know what, this is my calling. I want to help people. And as my life got better and better and better, and I started to manifest more of the things that I wanted in my life, I decided to make that switch. And I moved out of my corporate job and into becoming a holistic life therapist. And then my journey continued. I continued to do more certifications. I continued to add to my portfolio of skills. And I realized that when you just work with one aspect of the self, when you just do like body work training, like I did somatic therapy, I've done emotional body work therapy, I've done yoga teacher training, I've done over 5 different dance workshops and adding dance and movement into therapy, it wasn't enough to create lasting change for people. And if you just focus on the energy and the spiritual side and the meditations, just that alone isn't enough to create lasting change for people. And if you focus on the mindset, so the hypnotherapy, the goal setting, the values, the life coaching, the NLP, that area just isn't enough. So in my holistic life therapy that I offer people, I combine everything together at once. And this is what really gets results. This is what creates that lasting change, because you're working with the conscious mind and the subconscious mind at the same time on all three areas of the self. Because if you just do one or the other, that's like part thinking and it gets limited results. So after working in this field now for 13 years, I've put all of this together into a holistic life therapist training and created the Holistic Life Therapy School. So if you're interested to learn more about this, then check out the link in my bio. It's on my Instagram bio at Nicola Official. It's on my Facebook personal profile, and it's on the profile of this YouTube channel. And so you can check out that video and learn more if this is speaking to you and you would like to become a holistic life therapist. In the next video, I'll be talking about the day in the life of a holistic life therapist. So do join me for that.